Hala, nilapit ko lang. Ba't kinuha mo? 2, 3, go. Wait lang. Welcome to Patapat Viaduct! So today guys, nandito kami sa Patapat Viaduct.
Ayan, in Pagudpud, Ilocos Norte. Ayan, yung bridge na yan, yung Pasway Way. Ayan, yung Pasway Way. Known for its snake line.
Ayan, so an applicable GSET for this bridge is Article number 3. Tourism is a factor of sustainable development. Why? Because the bridge attracts many visitors, so maintaining cleanliness and preventing pollution are necessary to protect the sea and mountains nearby.
Anong SDG connected to guys?
Industrial innovation and infrastructure. Ayan, as to why the viaduct is an engineering innovation that makes travel and trade between Ilocos and Cagayan more faster, safer and more reliable. Yeah. So guys, yung nasa bandang taas daw yung original na Patapat Viaduct. So, na-move lang dito yung Patapat Viaduct kasi daw dahil sa erosion, lagi nagkakaroon ng landslide. So, dito tinakpan na siya.
At saka may scramble.
So, we are here in Bangi Windmills. Ayan, mga windmill. So, ano bang meron sa Bangi Windmill?
Bangi Windmill ay isa sa mga pinakamalaking windmill sa Pilipinas. Ito ay isa sa 3 sources ng kuryente ng Ilocos. Approximately 16 na taong magkakahawak ang circumference ng isang windmill. At ang mga blade nito ay kasing laki ng pakpak ng isang eroplano. Sa mga destinasyong hindi na gaanong napupuntahan o nakikilala, ay naglalagay sila ng mga wind turbine upang muling makatawag pansin at mapuntahan ito ng mga turista. Ito ay kaugnay sa SDG 7, Affordable and Clean Energy. Layunin magkaroon ng abot kaya at malinis na enerhiya para sa lahat.
Additionally, these windmills are attractions that symbolizes clean energy and community progress, which Article 5, Tourism, a beneficial activity for host countries and communities of the GSET, emphasized. So, the attraction not only allow the visitors to enjoy the view, local food, souvenir, or bring income to the province, but also educates them about renewable energy and inspiring environmental awareness.
Tapapurpurawan means, in Ilocano word, white. It refers to the white rock formations that was formed many years ago. And it was considered as a heritage site. It is because of its unique white rock formations. And it is beautiful and important as a natural spot that also has cultural value for locals and is home to diverse wildlife. And it is symbol of Ilocos Norte's natural beauty.
Kapurpurawan Rock Formation is a fragile natural limestone sculpture created by wind and wave, which bring us to GSET's Article number 6, that tourists, guides, and operators all share responsibility for protecting the sites they visit. This is relevant because the area has suffered from vandalism and erosion due to too many visitors stepping on the rocks. Following this article means setting clear visitor guidelines.
Today, we are here in Cape Bojidor. Cape Bojidor was built in Spanish era and bahagi siya ng master plan noong 1857. And as we can see, it's octagonal tower and gawa siya sa local bricks at cast at hill. And nasira siya noong 1980 dahil sa lindol, and pinalitan siya ng modern electronic lamps na may solar panels.
So, ito Cape Bojidor is part din siya ng night tourism since may mga tourists ang naghahanap ng kakaibang experience, like paranormal experience.
Article 4,
And-
tourism, a user of cultural heritage of GSET is applicable to this lighthouse because number 4 states that tourism should protect and value cultural heritage rather than destroy it. So when tourists visits the site, they help preserve its history through entrance fees and awareness. However, of course, they must also respect the sites, avoid graffitis, and follow preservation rules.
We are now here in Poway Church, officially known as the San Agustin Church of Poway. Now, in 1710, this church was completed, and in 1993, nakilala ito ng UNESCO, giving it the title of a World Heritage Site. Now, as you can see, this church ay gawa sa bricks and coral stones, and also have a massive buttresses. Kung makikita niyo yan sa yung mga gilid na yan, it's magkabilaan, so total 24 buttresses. And as to why bakit may ganyan is to strengthen the church para hindi siya mabilis masira pagdating sa lindol, dahil ang sambahan na ito ay under ng Pacific Ring of Fire. Tama ba? Kaya mas yung occurrent yung mga earthquake dito. That is also the reason why hiwala yung belfry sa church para nga less yung possible na damage nito. So, one applicable SDG is the SDG 11, which is Sustainable Cities and Communities, as it strengthens efforts to protect and safeguard the world's cultural and natural heritage. And also by maintaining and protecting this church, it helps ensure na for future generations is mas makikilala pa and ma-appreciate ng mga tao yung history ng Pilipinas about this. Ngayon, nandito tayo sa Calle Crisologo. So, yung Calle Crisologo, isa siya sa pinaka-iconic street dito sa Bigan City, Ilocos Sur. And nag-serve siya as the heart of its heritage. It's world famous for its well-preserved Spanish colonial architecture and yung mga cobblestone streets dito. And yung centuries ancestral houses na nagiging dahilan para maging living reminder siya ng Philippines history tungkol sa colonialism ng Spanish dito. So, yung mga bahay na to, tinatawag siyang bahay na bato. So, yung mga SDG connected dito is yung SDG number 8, which is yung decent work and economic growth. Kasi yung mga kalesa and yung mga tindahan along the streets, nagpo-promote siya ng sustainable tourism na nag-create ng jobs and promotes local culture and products. Then yung isa pang SDG na connected dito is SDG 11, which is Sustainable Cities and Communities. So yung SDG 11, it strengthens efforts to protect and safeguard the world's cultural and natural heritage. So yung Calle Crisologo kasi, preserved cultural heritage site na nagko-contribute sa sustainable urban development.